department, we are back here, and as far as I know, are we going to get the rest of your problem?
I think we are.
Okay, so if you are not getting that email reminder for whatever reason may be, be sure Julie has your business card so that she can see it, that you're added, and verify maybe why you're not getting that reminder notice. And just pay attention as to where we're meeting. This last minute, the city, the city's gracious enough to let us have this room space with no charge. So I went to reserve for whatever reason, we get kicked out. So keep that in mind. Well, as I look around the room, I think I see who's here for the first time. I thought I saw at least 2 new faces. Very good. Once again, sir, your name and how you heard about us.
Yes, it's my first time being the.
Not your 30-second, not your commercial. Just your name and how you serve. That's all.
My name is Moo Yong Choi, and from South Korea, and then I moved to the U.S. 5 years ago, and then Raeann introduced this organization. Yeah.
Very good. Awesome. Sir, your name and how you heard about us.
Douglas Caritas and Clifford, know him from the Plano Chamber, and he invited me.
Awesome. Word of mouth works, folks.
Yeah.
Word of mouth is the best form of advertising and promotion for sure. Okay. All that being said, you guys, normally everybody has 30 seconds for the commercial. Because you are new today, you two will get 1 minute to say who you are and what your business is all about, whatever, okay? Obviously, for you newcomers, for your benefit, the breakfast, snacks, and coffee are free the first time. We ask a complimentary $1 subsequently. If you are a chamber member, it's free every time you come. Okay? All that being said, make sure your cell phone is on silent and vibrate if you would please. And I'm going to turn everything over to our executive director, Julie. Listen up. She's going to provide some announcements based on what else is on the chamber calendar for the next 30 days. Other opportunities to get out there and get some visibility with who you are and what you're looking for. Take it away, Julie.
Thank you, Mark. Good morning, everyone. As Mark mentioned, I'm Julie Richards. I want to give you some updates on behalf of the chamber. As he mentioned, we're here every Thursday morning, so thank you, Clifford, Deontay, for inviting some new people here just to spread the word. I know there's different networking groups, across the Metroplex, and it'd be great to get, more people aware that we're here Thursday morning. So thank you for that. Also want to thank our November sponsor of this program, Murphy Dental and Implant Center. One of the doctors was here to do a spotlight a couple weeks ago. If you remember, he gave that presentation when we were back at the church. So thank you again. We appreciate your sponsorship. If you're interested in sponsoring any of the upcoming business card exchange programs or any of the other events that the chamber has, please see me after the program or shoot me an email or give me a call. Always happy to talk to you about those opportunities. So upcoming ribbon cuttings. Thank you for those of you who came last night. We did a ribbon cutting for Harem and Raeann at 4:30. It was a great ribbon cutting. They had some delicious gourmet popcorn, some wine. So we had a nice time there. The next ribbon cutting we have scheduled, and I think we might have another in between, is Seth. Seth Thomas Artistic Enterprises will be cutting his ribbon after our luncheon in December. In addition, Seth's also going to be providing holiday music for the program. So in December, instead of having a speaker as we do at most of our luncheon programs, we just relax, we talk, we get in the holiday spirit, and we have some music and a catered lunch. So that program will be December 17th. Mark your calendars. It will be at the church, 411 South Murphy Road. So we will have Mojo's Gourmet Pizza cater that event. It's 11:30 to 1. Registration will be live soon. We did have a great turnout for our Veterans Luncheon. I did have some questions for anyone who's not aware. It is our regular luncheon program, but every November we partner with the city to offer free lunch for veterans to attend our luncheon that month. So it is the same thing as our monthly luncheon, but veterans are invited from the public to attend with a guest. So we had a great turnout, great speaker. Carl Flowers did a fantastic job. I've had a lot of feedback and people ask me for his information. So for any of you who attended, I hope you enjoyed yourself, and I want to thank everyone for spreading the word on that to get a great turnout for veterans. December 5th, the city of Murphy is going to host its annual Christmas in the Park event, and that happens right over here across the way, the marshmallow roasting. In the past, they've had live reindeer. They also have craft vendors, holiday performances. The chamber will be there to serve hot chocolate. So
This is on a Thursday?
it's a Thursday evening. I know it's a little strange, but they usually have a great turnout, especially with Santa. Kids are wanting to get their picture with Santa. So last year they did move Santa inside, so if there is inclement weather, most likely they'll move some, like Santa, at least in the building, but vendors actually set up their booths and tents back there. And they do a tree lighting, there's a big tree back there, and then they also do a parade that kicks everything off at 5:30. And businesses actually decorate, sometimes golf carts, and they have their banners, and they walk in the parade. So if you haven't seen that event, I encourage you to come out. 5:30 is when it kicks off, and it goes all the way till 8 o'clock. You can stop by. Let's see if I miss anything else. So mark your calendars. The chamber is underway with plans for our annual awards gala. It's January 24th. It will be again at the High Place. We've been there in Garland. We've been there several years. It's our black and white annual awards gala. So more information to come. All members do receive a mailed invitation, and you will see everything on it, the social media and our website. And also, I'd be remiss not to again mention, we did formally launch our new website, workingchamber.org, a refreshed look. So if you haven't had a chance to go out there, I know not everybody goes out every day to the website. Check it out, and also give me feedback. If there's anything that you think we could do differently, or hey, did you think about adding this, or hey, I really love this, we really would like to get that feedback. And also want to thank Greg Scott with Greg Scott Sites. He's come here several times, we've met him. He actually partnered with us to get this going. Appreciate that. So I'm ready to turn it over to our first person to do their commercial. George, you kick it off for us.
Hey, good morning, everybody. First today, hopefully you missed my hat last week. George Miles, no realty. I'm a realtor. I'm a real estate broker for 20 years. Covering everything real estate, 100 miles radius from here. Right now, I have a good investment in Corinth. If you like to buy an investment property with the tenant team, I have one for you. If you like to buy a foreclosure in Frisco, I have one that's good for older occupant. If you do some cleaning, some touch-up, some painting, that should be good for you. George Miles, no realty. I'm a real estate broker, and you can choose anytime you want.
Luke Tron, financial advisor with Edward Jones. Paul has been out for a little bit. He's out of town for a couple weeks, getting married and getting everything ready for the trip. So, but you know, that brings up a good point. A lot of people go through a lot of transition throughout their lives, whether it's a birth of a baby or getting married. But those are perfect times for people to actually sit down and take a look at their financial situations, make sure that their beneficiaries are set up properly, make sure that their wills are set up. The last thing you want to have happen is something unexpected happen, and you don't have everything set up and you wish to not get followed through. Luke Tron, financial advisor, Edward Jones.
Good morning.
Good morning.
If you're looking around the inside of your house and you're thinking it sure would be nice to spruce things up for the holidays, maybe a little paint here, fix a little hole in the wall there, etc., you may want to give me a call. I have the best paint crew in the whole city of Dallas. My name is Ed Williamson. I'm with the Handyman Service Group, and we make home repairs simple.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Just realized I'm still wearing this. I am Seth Thomas with Seth Thomas Artistic Enterprises. I do private piano and voice lessons. I also make gourmet cakes. As you heard from Julie, I will be providing holiday music during the luncheon in December. That is something I am also available to do pending availability at any holiday parties that you may have. Have piano, will travel. I do not sing and play at the same time though. Unless everybody else is singing with me. Seth Thomas, Artistic Enterprises.
Good morning, Sherry Searsley with Bellingham Personal Assistance. This is the time of year, it's crazy for everybody. Those little jobs that you need done but you can't quite get to, we can do that for you. And when you can't do it all, we're the ones to call.
Sure. My name is Paul. My brother Matt and I own Bullet Graphics in Plano. With the holiday seasons approaching and you want to put out your holiday cards to your customers or to your family, to your friends, we can overprint your
you or anybody that you know buy, sell, invest, or build. We have a new app that we're developing that features small businesses, so when our consumers are searching, we can highlight your business. So if that's something you want to get featured onto our app, just give me your card and we can have a one-on-one, ask you some questions and take some pictures. So I'm Matthew Soto with Keller Williams Realty.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning, Jennifer.
Clifford with Central Paint and Body in Plano. We're the collision repair experts. And in Central Paint and Body, we also do hail damage repairs. And if you know somebody who needs our help, send them our way. We give free estimates. And we got some people come in the other day and they were asking, do you paint? I said, of course we do. We repair and we paint. So I have to show them what we do sometimes. So, and we will work with all insurance companies. And insurance companies, when they come in, adjuster they can recommend, but they cannot tell you where to go. It's your car, you can take it where you want to go. Remember, Central Paint and Body is the right place
at the wrong turn.
Thank you.
Good morning, I'm Linda with Persona Marketing, and I sell promotional items. Anything you can put a logo on, from clothing to widgets, literally, also known as tchotchkes. If you need that perfect tchotchke to keep your company name in your potential clients' hands 24/7, I can help you find it. It's that time of the year where you might want to say thank you to your past clients. I can help you with cards or small gifts just to fit your budget. I'm Linda with Persona Marketing. What's your persona? Thank you.
Rick Ross with Expanse, multi-platform marketing. I want to just discuss one quick platform here. CRM, email campaigns, landing pages, virtual admins, and social media content. Wrap that all in together at $57 a month. That's almost what you pay just for an email campaign. Get with me and I'll share with you exactly what that is. Rick Ross with Expanse, expanding your reach.
Hi, everybody. I'm John Conwell. I'm with Charles W. Smith Funeral Homes. I do all the pre-arrangements for Charles. So if anybody wants to pre-plan funeral or cremation, I know it's not the most fun thing to do during holidays, but sometimes you've got family here and you can talk about it, get it all taken care of. So just call me. I'm the only John in any of these funeral homes. So just call, ask for John, and we get together and give you the information you need. Thank you.
Hi, nice to meet you. My name is Muyo Choi. I'm from the business January. Is a Master Choice World Class Taekwondo. That's from the Buffalo, New York, the Master Chance Taekwondo. He's the owner of the World Class Taekwondo, but I'm owning the my school. And basically, a lot of people are thinking about the Taekwondo is doing the kids, but we have a lot of the family members there. So that's really helping for a lot of the life skills. So everybody. Yeah, if you're really interested, everybody come contact me and email me. Yeah, thank you.
Good morning, everyone. It's sweater weather, finally. I'm Howard with Aflac, and as I'm finding out this time of year, if major medical is leaving you feeling kind of minor coverage, we can help either individuals or small businesses maybe enhance their benefits and make it more affordable for people to be and stay healthy. So again, Howard with Aflac.
Winter's not enough, I'm still cold. And I'm Jean Chassé with Radical Insurance. I sell major medical on healthcare.gov. You have till December 15th. Medicare, you have till December 7th. So if you need to get a policy in place for next year, now is the time to do it. And like you said, there's also fill-ins for those high deductibles. And there's also an HSA plan out there if you want to do it that way. So, Jean Chassé, Radical Insurance.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Don Shepard, Shepard Pest Management, family owned and operated since 1980. It's that time of the year that I love so because this weather, this cold rain, is causing fire ants to come up, build mounds in your yard. They're incubating their eggs. The cardinal ants and the acrobat ants are moving in for the winter to overwinter in your wall so they can come back out in the spring. And of course, the rats and mice are wanting to move in rent-free. We do a free assessment on exclusion work. If you're hearing something in the attic or you think you've got some holes or something that might allow rodents to get in, as rats or squirrels, give us a call. We'll come out and assess it for you. Don Shepard, Shepard Pest Management.
Beyonce Armstrong, General Manager for the Murphy Store in Horizon. Glad to be here once again today with you guys. Just to let you know, Black Friday, that's our Super Bowl. That's the day that we're willing to do anything it takes to close a deal. So for all you guys who are not happy with your current service provider and you're looking for a good deal, please let me know. We're here to take care of you. We always try to do what's best not only for our consumer customers, but we try to do what's best for our business customers. Our deal is to help you guys grow, and we know that we can help you grow by giving you great service at a cost-effective price. Black Friday is the day to do it. Thank you.
Good morning, Raeann Cain, Parenting Therapy, and I do have a 10-minute, but I just wanted to say 3 words. Actually, first of all, I want you all to stand up. And you'll understand why a little bit. Stand up. Give your neighbor a high five. Okay, sit. I want to give you 3 words. The brain, safety, and danger. And I'll talk to you a little bit about that in a few minutes. Raeann Cain, Parenting Therapy. Therapy designed to calm your nervous system because you have to take care of your body. Why? It's the only place you have to live in.
Hey, good morning. Thanks, Clifford, for inviting me. Douglas Caritas with Business Incentive Credits. We're a accounting firm that works in the niche area of tax credits and tax incentives for business owners. Since 1981, the federal government has funded billions of dollars for federal and state programs that's been available to businesses all across the country. The challenge is that only 1 out of 20 small business owners ever make a claim. So as a business model, I've got it wide open. That means 19 out of 20 business owners across America don't ever make a claim for these federal and state dollars. There's an ocean of money out there. We do a free feasibility study. It's a great way to either get a refund from the federal government. We can look back 3 years, or we can get you tax credits going forward that are good for the next 20 years, and they'll help reduce your tax liabilities up to 75%. So we have a lot of information on our website. It's incentivecredits.com. There's been some great articles written by Forbes in 2013 where we get a lot of this information. There's the 8 myths of why business owners don't take advantage of this, and they should. The government can't discriminate based on size. Most of this billions of dollars goes to Walmart and Amazon. You've heard Amazon makes all these billions of dollars, never pays any taxes. They use tax credits, okay? The same programs are available to everyone here in this room, okay? LLC, sole proprietors, partnerships. So check out our website, incentivecredits.com. Thanks.
Small businesses avoid data loss on the internet. And I also do custom electronics. Been doing a lot of that recently. You can't buy it, but you need it. Come see me and we can build it for you quickly and conveniently. And that was
Am I up?
You're up. Yes.
All right, I'm gonna hand up something here in my place. It was fresh off the press. I'm John Taylor.
All right. I'll do my best.
I'm a special through the website, I'm a hosting manager. This is a sample of some of the projects we've done. We've done, in July we had over 300,000 minutes of viewing time on our YouTube channel. You get to think about 300,000 minutes of time people are looking at your ads and that sort of thing that we produce. It doesn't cost you anything, doesn't cost them anything to look. This is just a little brochure. We just got this from the printer yesterday actually. But it tells a little bit about some of the products and services we offer. We take these videos of here, they post them on the website. They're getting linked right now to the new website so that you can see your spotlight. You can see all the people here. Say, I remember seeing that guy. When we look at it, you can go back and kind of say, I remember who that was. Now you can see a little more detail about it. Bob, tell them the special webs. We untangle the web for you. maybe you don't have pets, you know, a pet owner, cat, dog, whatever. This single room air purifier could will be the ideal solution if you're looking for something to eliminate pet odors. This could very well handle that kind of problem. And if that dog or cat roams the entire house, I have much bigger units that can treat an entire house. Also specialize in alkaline water, ideal for keeping your body properly hydrated. And remember, you have no control over father time and how old you are, but you can control how old or young you feel. Okay, one of the benefits of being a chamber member is you have an opportunity for a 10-minute spotlight. 2 days, 10-minute spotlight is on your screen. Now, obviously, we got to set up where I provide Raeann to do some degree of a PowerPoint presentation. You don't necessarily have to do that at all. It's entirely up to you. Whatever you want to say about what you do, who you are, background information. In 10 minutes, it's entirely yours to do whatever. Take it away. Raeann, the floor is yours.
And I'll leave you 2 minutes for 8 minutes, okay?
Okay. Well, good morning, everyone. I'm Raeann, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about my journey because it began with pain. So some 20 years ago, I had a spinal injury. I did all the drugs and the facet injections and all that, and finally led me to a neurosurgeon. And he was the one that said, you know what? I think you're too young for a spinal fusion, so let's try massage therapy. And that was when I really found some positive changes. However, it was still a really long recovery because I did not understand the biopsychosocial experience of pain. And I'll explain a little bit about that later. This is my 19th year as a therapist. And about 5-6 years ago, I was introduced to the very complex pain concept. It's about danger and safety in the brain. And the neuroscience researcher made a video a couple years ago, and it's just a short video. I want to play that for you. Let's see if this is going to work. Stop that one.
Aj Singh Brother asks a fundamental question: what is pain? Instead of going through all these definitions that are being put out there, why not try something which is really simple and clinical? We will have pain when our brains weigh the world, everything going on outside and inside, and makes a credible judgment that there's more danger than safety. Equally, we will not have pain when our brains weigh the world and judge that there's more safety out there in there than danger. Great question, but the key thing is danger and safety hides in hard to find places. And when you can grasp how important context is and how important distributed processing is, you'll realise that many, many, many things out there can have an influence on pain, both set it up and down. What do you say?
Okay. So that really started my journey of training. My first instructor was Walt Fritz, and he was a physical therapist from New York and taught myofascial release from a scientific background, and that's when I was really introduced to the biopsychosocial model. He also taught me about research and how we all have biases, because that's just the way we are. It takes all of our experience from when we were born, what our parents taught us up until today. Also learned about the operator versus the interactor model as far as the clinician practitioner. Diane Jacobs is also a physical therapist. She's from Canada. She actually began her career in this 1971. What she realized after she was introduced to David Butler, she was treating peripheral nerves, all the nerves below the head, right? Big nerve brain, and everything else is peripheral. what she realized is she was really treating those, but she wanted to understand there wasn't enough research out there about all the nerves that come out all the way to the skin. They're called cutaneous nerves. She was granted access to an anatomy lab and learned the role of our skin organ. Our integumentary system, our skin, is the largest organ of our body. She also learned how, when a therapist touches a patient, she learned and documented that interaction and how important it was. So she went and created a treatment manual and began teaching around the world, and she still teaches around the world. This is her 49th year as an instructor. Another instructor is Dr. Kerry D'Ambrosio. He also began his career as a physical therapist. And I studied total body balancing, lymphatic balancing, and positional release therapy. If you want to know more about that, just talk to me. I can explain more. And then last year, I trained again with Diane Jacobs and also Dr. Jeff Rockwell, who actually was in Plano at one point, and Julie Porter, and I trained on cranial nerves. So we have 12 cranial nerves, and again, I will talk to you more about that, but they're extremely important and very effective, even if that is all that you work on. So what I've done is I basically combined all of those trainings, and that is my focus with clients is, first, you do not do any harm. You have to be kind. I know you have heard that, if it's not painful, that's not effective. No, that's not. We have 3 cells. So this is the biopsychosocial. We have a biological self, we have a psychological self, and we have a social self. And we cannot separate those. They're all intertwined. That's what makes us us. So you have to look at the whole person when they're experiencing pain. And motivational interview is really listening to the client's story, their history of pain, the history of them, period. Helping them understand that this is a very safe place to share whatever they feel comfortable with. And the nervous system is what I've learned. So I'm going to show you. This is what I show. Can you see that? Oh, no, that's
Second legs, yeah.
You can see it. You can see it.
Yeah, that's better.
that will look better. So this is what I show them. Look, there's no muscles, there's no joints, there's no bones in there. This is the only part of the body that can actually produce pain for someone. Even though it starts with the very inside of you, spinal cord, it comes out all the way to the skin, which makes it really easy to work on. We have 46 miles of nerves in our body. We have a brain that's 5 times larger than it really needs to be in order to run our body. But even with all the length, and even with that huge brain, it only takes up 2% of our body. But it requires 20% oxygen and glucose to run us. So it's a huge energy suck is what it is. And I remind people that you are a part of it. It's not part of you like we think of other body parts. We are the human bit in there. It runs us. It's 24/7. It never shuts off. Puts you to sleep, wakes you up. That's the nervous system. Everything is all hooked together, and sometimes it can get itself into a glitch. I help people understand that it is us against the nervous system. It is a team effort. They will be doing work. I am just here to interact. I may help facilitate movement, but I am still interacting. I'm interacting through the skin with their nervous system. I can't take their skin off to work on a muscle or a joint. So the hope is they start to understand that they are actually in charge. But what happens is, even though you may not, the person may not really physically understand it, their brain has it. And so it's going to start to go on that information that, we talked about. So that's really my focus, is skin. So these are all cutaneous nerves and skin to help free up range of motion. I help them understand more about pain in their own body and movement, and that everybody has a body, everybody needs to go use it because that's what the brain needs. I created videos from movements that I used to send my clients. So I send them so they can help maintain range of motion that they gain during a session. So with that, my goal is to give things that you can do on your own first. So I created a free download for people so they can start their own journey of healing on their own before even coming to see me. And I took the pain science, neuroscience information and created an online course, membership type site. So here's a couple slides just from that course. The first thing I share with people is, pain is an alarm because it's the brain's opinion that the body is under threat. And that may or may not be true. You may be someone who's dealing with persistent pain, but pain is meant for you to do something with your body. It's meant to motivate action. When we have trauma, pain is pretty good at telling us there's a problem, right? But pain is very poor at telling us how bad or severe the problem is. Because when pain persists, that link I talked about between damage and pain becomes very weak, and it ends up being more about sensitivity. So as you can see, think about this, when we have a heart attack, sometimes, part of your heart could be dying, but where do we feel a lot of the pain? A lot of times they feel it in the arm, in the jaw, or even in the back. So this is what therapy looks like. You basically wear shorts and a t-shirt. I need to get some newer pictures. If anybody wants to be a video or a photo demo, I would be happy to take some. I always forget that I still offer corporate chair massage, and I forget to tell people about that. But I have 2 locations. I have a private home office in Murphy, and I have a Dallas office. I'm actually working out of a temporary because my Dallas office got hit by the tornado. So that's the information for you on your table. Thank you to Linda Yo, Persona Marketing, for providing the cups for me. And there's a packet of hot chocolate to keep you warm. And thank you all for your time.
I just wanted to tell everybody that Raeann is not a massage therapist. She deals with the pain that you have in your body. If you take a minute and either read the cup or go read the left-hand thing on the table here, the different things that she can help. Both my husband and I have been to her, and it's really a neat treatment. She works with the nerves to help eliminate that pain that you have from wherever. Things that you wouldn't even think of if you read the list of things that she can treat.
Thank you. And I also forgot to tell you, even if you don't have pain, because I've trained with Dr. Carey, who is an osteopath, it's a blend of classical osteopathy, which is basically movement designed to calm the whole body. So you can get a session and it affects the whole body. And the cool thing about the nervous system is it takes 72 hours to remap. So your brain, that's how long it takes for it to figure out, okay, what's going on here? So I always tell people, it's your 4th day is your next level.
from wherever you started.
Very good. Anybody have any more questions or comments at all? You can see Raeann acting the meeting very, very good. Awesome. Okay, moving on. Do we have somebody scheduled for next week? Maybe normal by chance?
Yeah,
Okay. Very good. Norman, the plumber, hopefully will be here next week to have our 10-minute spot. Okay, let's move on to any other community announcements in the area that could be a benefit.
I do. On the 7th of December, Allen's having their annual pancake breakfast. And this year we're doing something slightly different. Tickets are free. And I have a bunch of them here. So if pancakes and sausage is your thing and you want to go eat some, just get some tickets for me.
Very good.
Yeah, tonight, Chance is holding its social networking mixer in Allen. Cafe Del Rio, it's free. Nacho bar is free, drinks around yourself, but bottom line, 5:30 to 8:30. Come join us, meet some other people, and network.
Very good. If there's nothing else, how about thank yous? Linda?
Yes, I would like to thank Ron Cersei for helping me with my computer. He did a great job.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Don, for continuing.
I'm keeping you busy,
Shane,
boy.
and Gene, thank you for your help with our insurance.
Okay.
Thank you, Ed, for all that you do for us down there at the church.
If there's not anything else, okay, you're with it today.
First, we have one from LM Personal Assistance.
There's not very many business cards, so the benefit is if you are a chamber member, you have an opportunity for a door prize drawing. You have something else to do? Okay. So it's great that it's time to go there and give away. You don't necessarily have to be related to your business. Okay. And our first winner is Don Shepherd.
Hey, you're only supposed to put one card in there.
I'm sorry, he didn't catch it.
Next, we have one from Central
I'm gonna go, thank you, sir.
Where?
What did I win?
Luke.
And just for the time, we might be needing this winner, scrapers at the table.
Nice scraper that you didn't play.
Yeah.
You might want. Yeah.
I got one of those 2 weeks ago, so, and it works.
Raeann says she really needs one. I'm sorry. Matthew.
I have
You never think about them until you.
pet sweets. Daycare, free daycare.
Two of them.
Make your animal
I have them
happy.
hanging inside my little.
John. And Clifford.
Give it the national. Thank you.
All right. If you have Starwood Cafe.
Okay. Well, graphics. Art. Is that it? Okay, we are done. It's not quite 9 o'clock yet. I don't think the city's going to take the down here anyway. Feel free to mingle, get to know each other better. There still may be.